Hola, Isabella. So glad you're here. Today, I'm super excited to talk about something that, honestly, I think we all really need right now. Reclaiming our hobbies, but like purely for joy. No monetization, no content creation, just fun.
Oh, Sophia, I love that already. Purely for joy. It feels almost radical, doesn't it? In this whole hustle culture we live in, everything feels like it needs to be a side hustle or something for Instagram. Is this like a really common issue you're seeing?
Absolutely, Isa. It's rampant. People take a beloved activity, right? Something they really enjoy, and then they start thinking, how can I monetize this? How can I turn this into content? And before you know it, that intrinsic satisfaction, that pure delight, it just evaporates. It becomes another source of pressure, another thing to optimize. It leads to burnout, truly. Experts, me included, we're really emphasizing the importance of doing things simply because they feel good, free from demands of performance or profit.
Wow, I can totally relate to that. It's like when you start a hobby and it feels so freeing, and then someone says, oh, you should sell those, or you should start a channel. And suddenly it's not just for you anymore. It's for an audience or a customer. It changes everything. So what are the biggest reasons we should actually, fight back against that and reclaim our hobbies just for ourselves?
Oh, there are so many reasons, Isa. First off, and this is huge, stress reduction and mood boosting. When you're doing something you genuinely enjoy, it's like a little escape, right? It helps reduce daily pressures, it uplifts your spirits, and it cultivates this greater sense of fulfillment. It's a refreshing break from that constant pressure to optimize every single hour, which, let's be honest, is exhausting.
That makes so much sense. I mean, my clients, they're always looking for ways to de-stress that don't involve like another screen or another productivity hack. So a hobby that's just for you, that sounds like the ultimate self-care, doesn't it? Like a real pause. What else does it do for us?
Exactly. It's about enhanced well-being and purpose. Hobbies truly contribute to our overall health and happiness by providing a sense of purpose and fostering personal growth. They encourage mental and physical activity, which is crucial for maintaining cognitive function, physical agility, and emotional resilience. I mean, research actually links hobbies to higher self-reported health, happiness, and life satisfaction. It's not just fluff, it's backed by science.
That's incredible, Sophia. So it's not just about feeling good in the moment, but it contributes to a long-term sense of well-being, like a really robust kind of happiness. It's not just a distraction, it's a building block for a healthier life, right? Like actual resilience.
Precisely. And here's another big one: intrinsic motivation and creativity. When we shift away from external validation, the likes, the money, and back to intrinsic motivation, doing something purely because it feels good, it revitalizes our creativity. It prevents what I call the joy drain that often accompanies monetized passions. It's like your brain gets to just play, truly play, without an agenda.
Oh, the joy drain. That's such a perfect way to put it, Sophia, because it really does drain you. You start to see your passion as work, and then suddenly you don't even want to do it anymore. It's like, another thing I have to do. So how does social connection fit into all of this? Because some hobbies feel very solitary.
That's a great question, Isabella. Hobbies can be a beautiful way to meet like-minded individuals, to foster social connections, and build a sense of belonging. Whether it's through book clubs, group exercise, or even volunteer work, which is a fantastic hobby. And then there's mindfulness and self-expression. Many hobbies, especially creative ones, offer a safe outlet for self-expression and can act as a form of mindfulness, helping us stay grounded and process our thoughts and emotions without judgment. I can totally see that. Like if you're painting, you're not thinking about your to-do list, right? You're just in the moment with the brush and the colors.
It's almost like a form of active meditation. It brings you into the present. That's actually really powerful for managing anxiety too.
Exactly. First tip, follow curiosity, not pressure. Try something simply because it looks fun, not because you expect to be good at it or to master it. Just, oh, that looks interesting, and you try it.
That's actually so simple, but I think we often overcomplicate it. We think we have to find our one true hobby and be amazing at it instantly. But just following what feels fun, what sparks joy, like Marie Kondo says, right? I love that. What's another approach?
Another crucial one, and this one feels revolutionary sometimes, keep it private. There's absolutely no obligation to share or post about your hobbies on social media. Enjoying an activity solely for yourself can be deeply, deeply healing. It takes away all that external pressure of performing for an audience.
Oh, Sophia, that hits hard. We're so conditioned to share everything, you know? If it's not on Instagram, did it even happen? But the idea of just doing something just for me, without having to get the perfect photo or craft the witty caption, that feels so liberating. I think that's where the real joy comes back, when you're not thinking about how it's going to be perceived.
Totally. And also, create space for play. Recognize that play isn't just for children. It's about doing something purely for the good feeling it brings. We forget how to play as adults sometimes, don't we? It's not about productivity. It's about that inherent, childlike wonder. Then, Isabella, you gotta challenge that negative self-talk. You know the thoughts, this is a waste of time, or I'm not good enough. Counter those thoughts immediately. Remind yourself that prioritizing joy is a valuable act. It's not frivolous, it's fundamental to your well-being.
That negative self-talk is so real. I hear it from so many people, myself included sometimes. Like, I should be doing something productive instead of just playing. But it sounds like you're saying that is productive in its own way for our mental health, right? So how else can we kind of spark that initial interest if we've forgotten what we even like?
That's a great point. Revisit past interests. Think back to activities you enjoyed as a child, or hobbies you let go of because life got busy. Experiment with them again. Maybe you loved drawing with crayons or building with Legos. Give it another try. You might be surprised.
That's so clever. It's like tapping into your inner child almost. We often had so much natural curiosity back then. So, if revisiting old interests doesn't immediately spark something, what's the next step? Like, how do we push past that initial I don't know what to do feeling? Experiment and explore. Don't commit heavily to any one thing until you find what truly resonates. Watch tutorials, take a free class, join a casual group. The goal, Isa, is to notice how an activity affects your mood, your focus, and your sense of support. It's about finding that sweet spot of joy, you know?
So let's dive into some actual examples, because I think people sometimes need ideas. For creative and expressive hobbies, think about arts and crafts. Painting, drawing, pottery, woodworking, crochet, knitting, embroidery, scrapbooking, origami, even making friendship bracelets, or music, playing an instrument, singing in a choir, or just appreciating music deeply.
Wow, those are so many ideas. I love the idea of making friendship bracelets again, like when I was a kid. And singing in a choir, that sounds so communal and joyful. What about if you're like more of an outdoorsy or physical person? Any ideas there that aren't about like training for a marathon?
Oh, absolutely. For physical and outdoor activities, there's nature stuff, gardening, hiking, walking, bird watching, beach combing, urban foraging, which is super fun, or just spending time in nature. And movement, dancing, yoga, tai chi, swimming, calisthenics, running just for fun, cycling, or joining a group exercise class, but without the pressure of performance.
Urban foraging. That sounds so intriguing. I've never thought of that as a hobby. And I love that you specified running just for fun, because so often running becomes all about speed and distance, right? It loses the joy. What about some quieter, more mindful hobbies for those who prefer that?
Definitely. For mindful and quiet hobbies, you have reading, of course, devouring fiction, nonfiction, purely for learning, or joining a book club. Then there's puzzles and games, jigsaw puzzles, crosswords, sudoku, riddle solving, chess, or board or card games. Meditation, of course, practicing mindfulness, and even just listening, like enjoying audiobooks or podcasts without multitasking, just listening.
Oh, listening without multitasking is another radical act in this age. I love that. And I didn't even think of puzzles, but they're so absorbing. What about social hobbies or things that might seem productive but aren't about making money?
Great point. For social and community-oriented hobbies, volunteering is amazing, dedicating time to a cause you care about. Or group activities like a book club, a local sports team, a casual one, a walking group, or a community choir. And yes, practical and skill-based ones, but without monetization. Cooking and baking new recipes for personal enjoyment, DIY home improvement projects for your own space, model building, or even collecting things that bring you personal satisfaction, like stamps or coins.
Sophia, this has been so eye-opening. It's really about giving ourselves permission, isn't it? Permission to just enjoy, to play, to find that intrinsic joy again. Not everything needs a price tag or a viral moment. The key really is to embrace activities for their inherent value, allowing them to provide rest, joy, and a sense of self-expression without the external pressures. Thank you so much for this. It's really vital.
You got it, Isa. It's essential for our well-being. Prioritize that joy.
This really highlights that finding joy in these simple, non-pressured activities is truly an act of self-care and self-preservation in our busy lives. It's permission to just be.
Absolutely, Isabella. And if today's discussion about reclaiming joy through hobbies resonated with you, the most meaningful way to support our show is to share this episode with one friend who you think truly needs to hear this message. It helps us reach more people who are searching for that balance. Also, a quick note, our website, goodlifeguide.org, is currently undergoing some exciting construction. Soon it will be home to even more resources, tools, and audios to help you on your journey to a more joyful life. Keep an eye out for updates.
We truly appreciate you tuning in and spending this time with us. Thank you for being a part of the Good Life Guide community.